Let's talk about money matters for a moment. Okay. And the crux of what I want to discuss today is that no one is smarter than you. No one even comes close to how smart you are when it comes to managing your money. And I'm going to discuss a bit on why I have this position. Kudos to my professor and mentor, Chris Harron, for drumming this into my ears. And for the last 6 years, I've actively managed my money. Okay, what I mean is I haven't given money to a fund manager, mutual funds or financial advisor to help me manage my money. And that's because I've taken responsibility for my financial outcome. A lot of people are in the place where they're not even conscious of their financial situation. They've not projected into the next 10, 20 years and say, okay, if I continue in this trajectory, how exactly am I going to end up in 20 years' time? When I retire in 30 years or in 10 years, how exactly am I going to end up financially? So a lot of people have delegated that responsibility to their pension fund administrator or to a fund manager or to some institution somewhere. And I'm here to tell you, no one is smarter than you. All right. Some people ask me, Kosi, I have 5 million naira. What can I invest in? And that screams irresponsibility to me. And I'm not in a derogatory way. It's just that it doesn't matter what investment I ask you to do. It doesn't matter where I ask you to put your money. If you don't have financial literacy, you will still come up short because you are putting your money in the market and the market will take the money from you. If they don't take it today, they'll take it tomorrow, they'll take it next week, they'll take it next month or next year or next decade. There's nothing as important as, gaining financial literacy and taking responsibility for your money. And why am I saying that? Look, I could charge you for financial advice. Okay. You definitely paying your financial advisor to tell you where to put your money and how to grow your wealth. But this is the funny thing, and it's so critical. Wisdom is context specific. Wisdom is not, a one size fits all. So if I tell you to save 20% of your income every month, I may give you that based on my experience, but my context is not your context. 20% per month for you may actually be killing you, all right, such that you will never be able to keep up and stay consistent with that. So for some people, they need to be saving 5% of their income, like as a start, and stay consistent until they can increase it. For some other people, they need to be saving 50% of their income. If the goal is accelerated wealth creation, all right, and planning for their financial freedom. So wisdom is context specific, all right? So you can't just get some idea from Facebook or YouTube or some course and say, this is exactly what you should do. You are going to have to make that decision yourself, and you will have to adjust it as you go forward, all right? So just keep that at the back of your mind, that wisdom is context specific and is goal oriented. So if you want to save, why are you saving? What projects are you saving towards? So it's goal oriented. If you are saving for financial freedom or accelerated wealth creation, like I do for the next 3 to 5 years, then your saving strategy will be different from someone who's just saving for a rainy day. Totally different strategies. And it will be different from the person who's saving because his mom told him to save. All right. So wisdom is goal oriented and context specific. Okay, you can never make money if you haven't mastered yourself. I don't know anybody who's financially free or who's super wealthy or who's just, living in financial abundance who hasn't mastered themselves first. Okay, once you master yourself, because you have to dictate how much you can save, how much you can live on, you have to dictate how much time you have to manage your funds or to not manage it. You have to decide, how you're going to get the capital, how much time you would invest in getting knowledge, and what kind of strategies you want to employ to achieve a certain goal. Okay, so I usually talk about a freedom number, and I say, look, you cannot chase financial freedom if you don't have a goal, and that goal for me is your freedom number. And freedom number basically means how much you need to have in cash flow generating asset that would cover your running expenses without having to lift a finger. That's what your freedom number is. The amount of money you need to have in cash flow generating assets that pay you a dividend or cash flow, whatever, every year or every quarter or every month, that covers all your basic expenses, so that you never have to lift a finger if you do not want to. That's your freedom number. Once you hit that number, you are financially free, okay? At least for the basics. So once I had that goal, everything was just working backwards. So the question I had in my mind is, all right, so I need to have 50 million naira in cash flow. This was like 7 years ago, still a bachelor. I needed to have like 45 million naira in cash flow assets, so that if I made 8% per month, that would come down 8% per annum. That would come down to about 3.6 million per year and 300,000 naira per month. That was my plan. So how fast can I save 45 million? Can you see now that informs my saving strategy? It informs my business strategies. It informs my choices, the amount of time I put into my side hustle or whatever, but I have a goal. Anyway, I just wanted to drum this as a way of reminder that no one is smarter than you, but you have to take responsibility if you would ever break out of the matrix and become financially free. So in the next couple of days or weeks, I'm going to resume my wealth seminars, and basically to explain the 3-step formula that I've secured by inspiration and by study, by experimentation, but this works. Okay, but this is majorly for people who have decided. You have to decide upfront. All right, we're not selling you anything. We're not selling you a program. You have to decide to take responsibility for your financial outcome. So that, because when you come in on this other side of the divide, you are going to be making choices and you would have to stick to them. All right. So thanks for watching this video. If you would like to have a conversation concerning this, regardless of where you are, you've never even considered this before, or you are trying something, but you want to consider other alternatives, or you just want to, chat about this, drop me a comment or send me a DM. My DMs are open. If you have my private WhatsApp, send me a message and let's get that conversation going. So this has been Adeposi. Thanks for watching. If this video, brought some value to you, feel free to like, share, drop a comment, and I'll see you on the next one. God bless.